This is the Great Legend, and I'm coming at you live tonight, fans, with my 4,100 subscriber contest, man. It's been a long ride since that 2009 when I first hopped on the YouTube train and turned the world upside down insane with the videos I used to do as far as playing different games. Gears of War 2, Gears of War 3, Gears of War 1, all that good stuff. So, originally when I started this whole YouTube thing out, it was, just on a little whim that my old buddy Dutrank said, man, Robert, you need to get on that YouTube and make some gaming videos, man. You got some sick commentary. I used to run a little side action, a little side commentary on the side, and I was getting private messaged because people wanted to hear me do commentary for games, whether that be clan versus battles, clan versus clan, or getting some kind of big moment like they were about to get their level 100s in Gears of War 2. They'd want me shooting a video about them getting that level 100 in Gears of War and all that. Red Dead Redemption. Man, the list goes on and on. About a year into it, maybe 2011 or so, I guess 2 years, I decided to, started dabbling in comic book collecting again. I hadn't collected back since the old days, so I found Captain Strangelove and Hippie's Collectibles and Howler Mouse and got in with them. Started doing some live shows / podcasts with those folks. Comic Book Roundtable and Comic Book Podcast. I got invited by Dark Avenger C86 to do Dark Avenger Inc. Plus, which was like an extension of the Dark Avenger Inc. brand. So, I was making the rounds, man, as far as the comic books and all that stuff goes. I was everywhere all the time, man. Whether it be gaming, or then comic books, and then I branched out and actually did a successful line of cooking videos called The Great Chef Show. Got huge love on those videos, and people constantly ask me, when are you going to do some more Great Chef Show? When are you going to do some more Great Chef Show? Did that, and just giving tips and life lessons and video logs. They didn't really call them vlogs, I just call them truth videos, where I'm telling folks my life story and truths that I see and truths that I know, bringing that to the forefront, because some of you ain't heard it before. So that's what I do, Then I was awoken last, I guess it was November 2016, by my good friend William Thord. Yeah. Found out about the Mandela effect. Started talking to a little bit of you, small population, but you know who the folks, you know who you are, who I've talked to in the YouTube comic book community. I've talked to some folks about the Mandela effect and trying to lift the veil and wake them up from what some of the stuff that is going on here in this digital world today. So I've been around the block, and it's been what, 2017 or something like that. So almost 10 years, I guess. A little over 8 years on YouTube, and I tell you, I've only done 3 contests before. Back in the day, and what was cool when I was doing the video gaming aspect of YouTube, very successful, a lot of popularity on that, and I was asked to be partnered by YouTube. And back in the day, this was when anyone and their damn dog in a leash can monetize videos now. Back in the day, in the old school YouTube, you had to add some, you had to have some subscribers, you had to have some views. So man, if you wanted to get big, you had to bring it. And I've been big and I've been small, and I'm kind of drifting back down on the reality ride of the small side. But doing these videos right here, telling them kids about Skylanders. Man, you could go back and watch the history, and I even talk Disney Infinity. You got it all. I mean, kids love watching personas, larger than life figures here on YouTube, do videos about kids games. And at that time, my kids were in Skylanders and Disney Infinity, and so it was something we all shared together. So got paid pretty well. I'm not gonna lie to you, I got paid pretty well on that Infinity and Skylanders and all that those kind of videos. But that really wasn't my passion. Y'all know my passion was comic books, and I do love the cooking. But the thing is, we have to make sure the kids are out of the house, because otherwise they just make too much noise and stuff. So maybe one of these days we'll get some more cooking videos. And I have slowly but surely been getting back into the video game playing. I was, and he thinks this is probably pretty weird and stuff, but it's kind of the truth, really, because I got to give some big shout outs to Rebel Gaming, my good friend LP. Like, I saw him started doing video game streams and stuff, and I've always had the capability to do some streaming, whether it be PC games or I could stream the Xbox One to this Windows 10 machine on the Xbox app. So I have been getting back into the video game streaming, and I want to do a lot more of that. And LP, you know, he probably doesn't believe this or not, but he kind of inspired me to get back into the video game streaming, where Rank was the one that got me on the video game train back in the day on YouTube. But watching LP work his ass off, literally, LP works his ass off. LP's the guy that, you know, deserves the 4,000, man. If you are into gaming and you watch Rebel Gaming or anything, if you like video games, go ahead and sub up Rebel Gaming. He's on my featured channels list. It's called My Friends. If you go to youtube.com/r.e95, you'll see that. Go ahead and sub him up. He's got an awesome channel. He does a lot of gaming. And you know where I'm going to start doing Twitch on Thursdays. Just twitch.tv/r.e95 on Thursdays. But hell, and you know, maybe 2 times a week I may do YouTube live stream gaming. But LP pretty much does live stream gaming either through YouTube or Twitch every day. And that's what I'm talking about. That's dedication. And it's that kind of dedication that will get you up to the 4,000 subscribers. I mean, from I would say 2009 all the way to about late 2015, I was dedicated to this. Like, you wonder, you know, well, damn, he's got a lot of subs. Well, you know what? For me, this is a multi-channel, and it's also for a multi-generation. You know, I cater to the young kids that play Skylanders, Disney Infinity. I cater to the teens that get their teen gaming. Cater to young adults that do, you know, their comic book collecting, their video games. The middle-aged adults who like the cooking stuff, and they're pretty damn awesome. And you know, middle-aged gamers who also like comic books, and so all these little factions, and then pretty much Gen Xers and up, because I don't think millennials can take that veil off yet. The millennials are so tied to stuff like this, internet and all that, they can't see what's happening right before their eyes, how this digital reality is changing. Of course, they believe everything that's on Wikipedia, Google, all this internet shit. So they don't really, I don't think they really grasp the truths out there, aka like Mandela effect, CERN, end times, all that stuff. I don't think they can grasp it quite yet. Most of them really do is kind of make fun of it. But what the Great Legend Show is all about, I'm sorry to get on a rant there, but what the Great Legend Show is all about, you know, is it's not just one community. I've heard folks say stuff like not my community. And to an extent, the Great Legend has multiple communities. I mean, it's basically, you know, it could be anything about everything. You know, you got comic books, video games, cooking, wrestling. I talk wrestling from time to time, and I talk truths, you know, or truths to me. I don't know, they may be bullshit to you, but you know, that's what I do on this channel. And what I try to do is I try to entertain you. When you watch this channel, I want you to be smiling. I want you to laugh at some of the jokes. I just want you to have fun and enjoy life just every day, man. Just be happy every day. Also, talking about my weight loss journey. 206.8 today, this morning. Lowest I've been in shit since 2011, I believe. So 206.8. So 230 to 206.8. You do the math. I don't know what that is. 23.2 maybe? I don't know. So I'm on my way to losing 40 total pounds during this 40th year life. So much stuff is going on, and I'm getting motivated by people to do more YouTube videos, kind of like how Rank used to motivate me in the very early days of my YouTube career. And I'm going to check the chat, and then I'm going to talk a little bit about what I'm going to be doing future-wise on this channel. And, of course, it's all the stuff I named, but I'm going to try to do more videos, come at you live a little bit more, and I'll talk to you a little bit about that kind of stuff. But let's check out the chat real quick. The chat is hopping. Let me go up and down the line as I try to get my rhymes to you tonight before I play Injustice 2 for a big-ass fight when I make Brian Spaceboy turn around and run home to mama and daddy because he got beat by the great Pappy Legend. Oh, okay, here we go. All right, so I'm just kidding, by the way. Brian Spaceboy, excellent gamer, and I don't even know if I want a game tonight. I may just come on here and then go do some chilling. Big shout-outs to the first guy here. He's in the Corps, and he's fighting for the U.S. a little bit more, and I'm talking, oh, Razith 136. Good to see you, Razmataz. Big time Barry Allen Flash lover, collector of the Flash, loves the CW. He's just an awesome guy, and this we've seen him kind of grow up in the YouTube comic book community, grow from what was a boy to a man, and he is here with us tonight. Razith 136. Next up in the chat, we got a real cool guy, or shall I say gal, or hell, I don't know if you are a guy or a gal, but man, it is good to see A. Marvels coming at you live tonight. A. Marvels, man, good to see you here on the Great Legend Show, letting you know about this 4,100 subscriber freaking contest. So A. Marvels, good to see you. Next up, we got a good guy who's here from the gaming, and I am talking, man, Gerald freaking Gilbert, who about 2 nights ago was running train like he was insane on the Great Legend Show's Injustice 2 live stream. He was coming at us live with that 4 Street, man. He was taking out me and Who Dat Comics, man, left and right. So he was doing great. So Gerald, it's good to see you here. Brian Spaceboy. Brian's freaking Spaceboy's in the house. He's saying hello, hello. And I want to give a big shout out to my main man who's been with me probably since G1, who's been a member of the YouTube comic book community since G1, to my knowledge, man. He's been with me a long time. I don't know how long, dude. It's been forever, though. I'm thinking at least 2012. And I'm talking Mr. Gretzky, 9966. And he says, the Beardless Wonder. It's good to see Gretzky. Next shout out goes to a guy I met at Dallas Fan Days 2017. I'm talking the man from out west. He is one of the best. I'm talking Splash Page Comics is with us tonight. A collector of tons of comics. Rank, I'm looking at your fucking comment. But anyway, I'm looking at, okay, Splash Page. Yeah, he's one of the best. He's a huge collector of Marvel comics. And Marvel's got some good stuff. The old Marvel, anyway. Next up, the guy, like I said, that got me into the tube. Man, he knows how to use some lube. And I'm talking about my main man, Duck Rank. Duck Rank calling me Shrimp Howard. That's what they always used to call me. This was my name back in the day on Xbox Live. Let me see. Oh, fuck, I dropped something. Only when you do it live will you have some fuck-ups. Alright, so here we go. Let me show you this. Where's my fucking camera? Alright. That's who I was named after right there. Shrimp Howard was my original Xbox name. Until I was so good, they banned me. But that's a story for a different day. That was kind of the downfall, Duck Rank and me probably believe, of the video game aspect on the Great Legend Show. But I don't really care about them freaks on there. I just get my gaming in to get my gaming in. You know what I'm saying? Next up in the chat, I want to give some big shout-outs to Tiny Waka. Tiny is in the house. He is the better-looking brother of the uncanny Kyle Waka, the Prince of New Zealand. So it's good to see Tiny here, man. Where's Harpo? Also, big shout-out to All About Comics' very own Merc with a Mouth. And I'm ready for that show to come back because that's what it's all about. Merc with a Mouth, he's been in the damn comic book community for a long time. And he's coming at us live. Once he gets that show All About Comics going again with old Joe, a.k.a. a comic fan, Four-Way Flashers, Undisputed Frost, and the man from 1849, GPAP, they're going to be on top, man. I think Blaster Stash is going to have a run for their money at the next CBA Awards. Got a lot of love from this guy. I've known him, I think, since he was 2 years old, and that's my brother from another mother. And I'm talking E.C. Dowdy. He is the master of the beard. If you wonder where my inspiration for beards comes from, it's from my very own brother. He's got one of the most beautiful looking beards, like real thick beard, real slick. And you know, I even use Paul from Blaster Stash at aka Midwest Comic Man. I use old Wild Willie's, man. I use that beard shampoo, beard conditioner with the oil and the wax and all that stuff. But man, my little bro, he's got a damn good beard. Next up, big shout out to the Seeking Near Mint crew. And I'm talking about the one from Hawaii in the house, Seeking Near Mint Comics. That's it, man. Legend. About damn time Legend have a contest around here. Brian Spaceboy. I have 2 more years till I'm 40, so does that mean I got to start shaving my face? And then I've got a guy from old school, Brian, aka another Brian, and that is Infrared Media, who I first met on YouTube. I started watching him. He did a little bit of comic videos, but he did some cool ghost hunter videos as well. So Infrared, good to see you. And he also knows a lot about the truths. A good Christian brother. He knows a lot about the truths from Mandela Effect as well. And you know, kind of this futuristic kind of stuff that some of us old geezers can see out there in this digital world. So Brian Spaceboy, he's laughing out loud. And if you want to know more about the Mandela Effect and look at some of the real cool stuff, I've got a video about 3 or 4, maybe 5 or 6 videos back called My Introduction to the Mandela Effect. But the best one by far is my theories from quantum reality. So definitely check that out if you want to learn a little bit more about some pretty cool. It's pretty cool, but kind of creepy, but pretty cool. Like if you're a believer, then you know we're getting close. We're getting close to getting out of here, getting raptured out of here, because you don't want to be left behind like my boy Tim LaHaye and Jerry B. Jenkins. You got to get your ass up there. All right, and you know how it is. If you ever have any questions about anything, if you want to know how to be saved and all that stuff, you know, just believe in Jesus Christ, private message me, and I'll let you know what I know about that. So you can be up in heaven celebrating with the great legend. All right, so let's get off this little chat, and I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the prizes that I have. But before I get into the prizes, because I want to make you wait and anticipate, but we're going to go with some of the things I've got planned for the future on this channel. One of the main things I want to do is, you know, like I said, do more Twitch on Thursday evenings. Also on Sundays, you can catch the mini legend, aka Jax the Great, coming to you live on twitch.tv/rdowdy95. You can watch Jax the Great do some live streaming with Minecraft and Roblox. So if you have any kids that are about the age of 8, 6 to 8, watch Jax the Great, man. He'll show you the ways to play. He did a great job playing Minecraft, and he played Roblox this past Sunday. So watch out for that if you're interested in a kid's point of view. And sometimes he even will wear the beanie too. He don't have no beard, but sometimes he goes old school and wears the sunglasses. Yeah, baby. But yeah, so definitely check that out. That's really cool on twitch.tv/rdowdy95. But speaking about Twitch, another thing I want to do is I want to do some overlays on Twitch and some, what do they call them? They're like little graphics on Twitch. And my mind slips me all of a sudden. But they're like little graphics on Twitch to make your Twitch page really cool. And then I'm going to work on some overlays and things like that on the channel. And once I get that done on Twitch, then I'll bring those over to YouTube. So whenever I do YouTube gaming, I'll have some overlays and stuff like that. Make it all professional looking, you know. And then I'll have the old classic chat. It'll be on there. But we'll probably condense the chat in a smaller box. So you only get maybe 3 to 4 lines of chat. And tonight, fans, also another thing coming up. I've got me a new webcam coming along. But tonight we are broadcasting this show live, 720p, high definition. So we are live. We got a little internet upgrade, so it's about damn time I've been able to do at least 720p high definition. Now, so that's kind of the future. We're going to have some cool graphics, get some more gaming, but we're also going to spread it out a lot more. And I know a lot of you out there may not be into video games. You may not be into the truths, or you don't like me when I talk about religion or Mandela effect or things like that. And that's okay too. Most of the time, you're going to see the title, of course, of the channel of whatever video I'm doing. So if it says The Great Legend Show, that's pretty much comics and movies, collectibles, Funko Pops. That's some good stuff. So definitely, you know, even though the title may be boring, like out there in YouTube land, in the comic book community, everyone's always trying to outdo each other. Everyone's always trying to be better than everyone else, because they've got some awesome stuff to show. Yet somebody could show, I don't want to keep showing the same ass stuff, but I'll show this one anyway because I'm trying to sell this. I mean, someone could have their video that just says comic video and then put a date, but they may show something like this in the video, like a copy of Avengers 1 by Stan Lee. I mean, they might show something really cool, but if they're not good at titling the video, you know, then a lot of people won't watch the video. But if you do, like, and I call this I get this from Mick Foley, because Mick Foley was one of the masters of cheap pops. And so when he was in a town, say like Chicago or whatever, he would always make sure when he was cutting a promo in the ring, he would always, you know, say something about the White Sox, or, you know, something like that, or a Chicago Bulls. You know, he'd always say something about Chicago, and he would get a huge roar, right? So when you make videos, if you want some cheap pops, make your title Cheap Pops. So sometimes in the YouTube comic book community, you'll see something that says Mega Sick Hot Variant. No, you'll see Hot Variant Mega Haul CGC 98 Mint, or, you know, you'll see something crazy like title that like is just off the wall. But you know what though? Those get more views than, say, comic video July 17th 2017. So a lot of times you may miss something big, you know, because the title's not good, you know. So however, you're always going to know what you're going to get from The Great Legend Show. I'm not going to sugarcoat that kind of stuff. So make sure, if you want to see some comics, or you want to hear me review comics, or see Funko Pops, or some kind of collectibles, or maybe some statues, check out, or when I talk Barnabas Collins Dark Shadows, check out the videos titled The Great Legend Show, and that's the videos for you. Now, anytime you see a video game title, live stream, and then date, that's your video game stuff. If you're not into games, don't watch it, because you may not be down with it. You're going to hear some sick-ass commentary, some stuff you've probably never heard before in your life. But if you're not into games, don't worry about it. Just skip it. Cooking videos, it's always going to have the name of the food that I'm cooking. So it'll be klobasniks, or salsa del fuego, or old-fashioned chocolate milkshake, or something like that. You're always going to know what you get there. If I'm ever talking Mandela effect, it's going to say Mandela effect, colon, and then the subtitle of what that video is. So rarely do I do a cheap pop, you know, because I don't get a lot of near mint, I don't get a lot of mega hauls, and I don't get a lot of sick variants. So that's why I guess I don't do a lot of those. But, you know, I want it to be, and I want everyone to inspire to be like this. You know, you want to show all your stuff off, you know, and it's really cool and you're really proud of it. But, like, instead of worrying about the stuff you have, worry about your own self, man. Present yourself. Like, I may not have, like, Action Comics #1, but I'm going to bring and I'm going to entertain. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to be doing. So go for that. You know, don't just be good. You know, anyone can be good. Be great, and then you'll be glad you did. And that's when you get the subs and the views and all that other kind of stuff, you know. And mix it up a little bit, you know. Break the mold, you know. Like, Don't be afraid to talk about, you know, stuff you're inspired by, you know. If you want to tell people about Jesus, tell them about Jesus. If you want to talk about the Mandela effect and wake some of these people up, talk about the Mandela effect, wake them up, you know. Or if you're like some kind of fucking freak that has every Fantastic Four book ever published, and you're like, fucking freak, watch this guy show his Fantastic Four complete collection. That's me. So watch some of that stuff. You can actually see that on youtube.com/rdowdy95. Scroll down to the Fantastic Four complete collection playlist and watch those videos. But anyways, get inspired to do what you do and just enjoy what you do in the land of the tube. All right, so let's check out the comments a little bit more. We got a lot of action going on here. I got a cool guy in here. I'm going to get him on the auction coming up. I've got Jason Smith. Jason Smith, he's going to be in the next auction. He's got a lot of stuff to auction off, and that's going to be on August 5th, first Saturday in August, 9 Central, 10 Eastern. So check out Jason Smith. I want to give our boy Kirk Cameron, don't ring it, Kirk Cameron, Candace Cameron, y'all love it. All right, Vincenzo C, big old shout out. He should auction the beard on eBay. And you know what? Dut Rank has a funny story. When I shaved my head, I had really long hair down to here. I shaved my head, and I was going to put that and give it to the people that make wigs, you know, for cancer patients. And I put it in a poly bag. Good thing I didn't use Mylar, right? So I put all this hair in a poly bag. And then I put it in a box, right? I sent a random, no, I didn't say no random, because nothing's ever random on the Great Legend Show. You get some good shit, man. You don't get no random bullshit. It was an act of kindness. I always prefer calling them special packages. But I sent Dut Rank a special package. And in the box, it had the hair. I totally forgot about it. Dut Rank got a big-ass poly bag of long hair. That was one of the best stories ever. You know, just one of those ones where me and him just had a laugh, you know. JLS Comics is in the house. Jesse is here. He's got one of the best YouTube live shows you're ever going to see. Probably the hottest YouTube comic book community live show on Tuesday nights. And that stars Boston Chris and Jesse and Edwin from Strictly Comics and our good friend Exile State Comics. Great show on Tuesday nights. Monk's Den, my last guy that gave me a freaking donation. Thank you so much. And donations, you know, a lot of people laugh about donations and stuff, but all the donations, y'all don't understand. Like, when I get money for donations, it's to upgrade the webcam. It's to get some new comics or usually technology-inspired stuff to make my computer or YouTube experience a lot better. Dut Rank, Brian Spaceboy, my birthday is also tomorrow. So if y'all have the same birthday, tomorrow night we need to get on Injustice in game. Y'all can beat the crap out of each other. Are you sure you're going to be 26, Dut Rank, and not 36? God, I can't believe you're just 26. Man, that's crazy. Jason Smith in the house again. Like I said, he's going to be on the auction August 5th. One of my good brothers, Comic Hoarder 410, right here live in Texas. Hey, man, thanks for the congrats, Comic Hoarder 410. It's been a long time. And Uncanny Kyle freaking Waka. The Prince of New Zealand is here. So, again, thank y'all so much for coming to see the Great Legend Show. We'll go ahead and advance on the show. And I want to talk a little bit about these subscriber contests. It was kind of like back in the day, it took some stuff to get partnered by YouTube. Dut Rank, you remember, because you were partnered by YouTube, as was I originally, before everyone started getting partnered. Very hard to do. But me and Dut Rank, we got up on there, and we was taking the world by storm. I was ranked 3rd in the world in Gears of War 2 on Guardian. Dut Rank, I think, was ranked number 1. I mean, we was running train on all kinds of scrubs back in the day, man. Back when I was in my video game prime. Now, you know, being at 40, the hands are getting a little slow. Can't really press them as fast as I used to. But what I was going to say, I did only contest I've ever had was a 600 subscriber contest, an 800 subscriber contest, and a 2,000 subscriber contest. Those were the only 3 I had. And back in the day, that was some big ass milestones. YouTube kind of got inflated, I want to say, with just all kinds of people doing subscriber contests. Whether it be 25 subs contest, 50 subs contest, stuff like that. It just got overwhelming. So when you did subscriber contests back in the day, normally you would hit them at 500, 1,000, 2,000, 5,000. You know, you do them like that. But I've kind of peaked, I want to say, because, you know, the rise to 4,000 was pretty quick. You know, I started getting back into the YouTube thing and getting some gaming and everything like that. But man, 4,000 to 4,100, that's been freaking tough. That has been really tough. So, but it's been good, you know. I mean, it's hard to get that growth. But when you look at it and when you look back in time and watch it all on the rewind and look at that history, you find out it's not all about the numbers or the views or the subs. It's more about the people and building those relationships and getting to know one another. You know, that's the cool thing. And you don't have to get to know each other by sending a lot of free stuff like random acts of kindness or acts of kindness. You know, what I do is I keep my ALKs on the down low. I'll send some stuff off, and then you know what? If they don't make a video, that's perfectly fine, because that's something between me and that person. And a lot of times, sometimes with this new school great legend who speaks the truth, sometimes people don't want to make any videos of stuff I send them, and that's okay too, because great legend can get on these tangents. And one thing I don't want to do is, like, you know, if you're a sub of great legend and some people out there don't appreciate the great legend style or whatnot, I don't want, you know, there to be any, like, you know, craziness between people. Oh, well, you watch great legend? Oh, I hate that guy. He's full of himself. You know, not really knowing that those people don't know the real Rob right here, who's just showing the great legend is just the persona. That's the character behind the camera. You know what I'm saying? So that's the big thing. And you got to look at the bigger picture. You can't just, like, oh, this guy, he's got a lot of subs, I'm going to thumb him down because he has more subs than me, eh? So, you know, you got to look at the big picture and look at, you know, the big thing. And if those people that thumb me down or whatever, if they would watch the show and just see what I'm trying to tell them, they would actually learn something, and they would better themselves and be better people in the first place. So that's pretty good talk, right? All right, so for the contest, let me read this off. If you want to know the contest rules, it's in the video description below, okay? And here's the rules. There's 4 rules. First rule is you must be over 18 years old. That's a given. You got to be over 18 years old. The next one, you must be a subscriber to the Great Legend Show. You must be a subscriber to the Great Legend Show. And this ain't all about getting subscribers, you know, because, I mean, these prizes are really cool, but they're not, like, amazingly cool or anything, you know? So if you really don't want them, like, you know, tell me in the comments you don't want them. You know, that way we can give them to someone else, you know, that really would like these items. Next up, all you got to do in this video, fans, in this particular video, leave a comment down below, okay? Must leave a comment down below. That's all you got to do. And then the 4th rule, which this really isn't a rule, this is more of an observation to let you know when to see the results. The results are going to be available on July 31st, 2017 at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're bringing out this bad boy. Dot Rank remembers this. Let me bring it up. And a lot of you may have seen this from Captain Strangelove videos. The drum. The classic drum. So we're going to be putting tickets in the drum. Everyone that comments, you're going to get your ticket, and I'm going to put it in there. Now, this isn't like me and Dut Rank's classic Gears of War 3 skins from Jack in the Box. That one was insanity. Insanity. That one was for each comment you type, you get an entry. We're not doing that. One comment, one comment, that's it. But great legend show. Let me tell you this. Remember that icon? Remember that picture, .rank? The 4? I did a video game contest video. I had my hands like this, 4 horsemen, right? And I just did that because it was for life. For life. The profile pic caught me doing this. This is quantum, by the way. Total quantum reality. What you see, what you think, you're going to see it in the future. 4. Keep this in mind. The purpose of the little contest was, this wasn't a subscriber contest, it was just giving away some Gears of War weapon skins. I had the number 4. It was the 4th most commented video in the gaming category on YouTube worldwide. I had the number 4 gaming video by comments worldwide, and I was holding the 4 up. It was fucking great. And then it was like, what was it, .rank? Like, out of every single YouTube video for the month or week, it was like the 28th one or something, like 28th most popular video on YouTube for the month. That was really cool. Now that was when these puppies were making me $100 to $200 a month. .rank knows what it's about, because .rank, you remember, you were making a little bit of that big ass YouTube money too. Me and .rank back in the day, we used to bank like MFers on here. We were making some money on YouTube. We were keeping it on the down low. Here, you know, you adults are. Oh, look at these idiots. They're showing kids' toys. Well, we were making some pretty good money, you know, for, you know, ball fries, you know. Damn, it was fun. Anyway, so those are the rules, and if you forget the rules, you can check down below. So we're going to go in backwards order, okay? We're going to have 4 prizes. This one's the runner-up, or honorable mention. We're going to call this the honorable mention. You get pretty much mint on card Star Wars Episode 1 Watto action figure with data pad. So you can stick Watto in this little data pad. Actually, no. You have to have this little ComTech reader. But if you have a ComTech reader, you can listen to Watto talk about the Republican credits. You know what I'm saying? You can say, this is Watto coming at you live with some Republican credits. Yeah. And all that kind of crap. So you can have the honorable mention gets a Watto character. Okay, 3rd place prize. I bought a double pack. Or it was called a Christmas double pack, and I got an extra book. And in the double pack, you get 2 hardback books. And I already had this particular hardback book. This is, let me see the volume. Unread, fans. This is unread. Let me get this for you. Let me look at it. Okay. Fantagraphics. And this is the first book in the line. Now, this is volume 5, because they're going to release the first 4 volumes a lot later. They started out with the most popular first, but they're going to release Carl Barks' 30 treasury books, or, you know, the Carl Barks library. They're releasing all 30 volumes. This is volume 5. It's Donald Duck, Christmas on Bear Mountain by Carl Barks, hardcover. Okay? By Fantagraphics Books. Carl Barks. Full color illustrations. You get some of the notes in the back. Story notes by Carl Barks. Beautiful book. I have all of these so far that Fantagraphics has released for Carl Barks. I also had all the Don Rosa library by Fantagraphics as well. So Carl Barks and Don Rosa, definitely the best duck artist that Walt Disney Comics has ever freaking had. This is your 3rd place prize. Christmas on Bear Mountain right there. Christmas on Bear Mountain. You're going to love this. Awesome 3rd place prize. I think it's better than Watto. Alright. Second place prize. Unopened. Unopened. Batmobile. Funko Pop Batman 66 with the Batmobile. Unfreaking open. It's got the tape on there. It's got the tape on the top and the tape on the freaking bottom. Box is in great shape. Little waviness on the very top. But you know, if you display it high, looks really good. In the background, you can see the bat light coming at you live. And you can also see a Gotham City cityscape as clear as day. Just like Big Cass used to have that cityscape on his ass. And that's your second place prize. The Batmobile. Funko Pop Batman 66. And the number one prize. I've been trying to get rid of these two books. These two CGC books. I've been trying to sell these on Legends Live Auction for the longest freaking time. I've been trying to sell these books. Okay? Let me get them real quick. I've been trying to sell these books for the longest time. Every time I'm on the auction, none of y'all want these two books. None of y'all want these books on Legends Live Auction. So, you know, most likely you're not going to want them for this contest. So we're not giving away these two books. Haha, not right, right? Yeah, it's a secret. It's not right. Secrets. Haha, yeah. The two books you will be getting, grand prize winner, will be these two here in these beautiful CGC 2.0 cases. Not a blemish on them. Packed in between the My Light 2 CGC Bag 9.8 Death of Captain America. Captain America issue 25. Gleaming white pages. They ain't that off-white. They ain't that cream. There's beautiful white pages. Death of the Dream. Death of Captain America. And fans, not only do you get that grand prize winner is also going to get the variant edition with the Ed McGuinness cover. Coming at you live in a 9.8 white pages. And it's a Marvel book for all you Marvel fans out there. So that's going to be the grand freaking prize that will be unveiled on July 30 freaking 1st at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. So those are the prizes. And with that, let's check the chat. Hey, look at these folks here. Look at all these people. Exile State, I gave him some love earlier through the JLS show. So let's go check the chat. There's been some folks. We got some good viewers. All right, so big old shout out, Whamshell. Oh, that right, Whamshell. Dude, we made a killing on those. I don't know. You gave away your Whamshells. I was selling them damn figures for $100 a pop. So we got Trilogy's Comic Corner. Trilogy, good to see Trilogy. I'm ready for your next auction show on Facebook. So cool. Trinity Comics, you can see him live every Friday night on Blast It or Stash It when he goes over the best and the worst comics he's read during the week. And not only that, he'll help his buddy Mike, Spectacular Spider Grandpa, talk about some Funkos and talk about Trinity Superhero Cinema, where he goes over movie news and sometimes he'll drop a review on that ass. So watch Trinity Comics. Next up, big shout out to Exile State. We have been rickrolled, man. Dang it, you got me. You know, Legend, sometimes I be like, sometimes you never know, like, because I've told y'all in some of my truth videos, it's only paper, you know? It's only really paper, honestly. I mean, it's good monetary value. I mean, you can get some pretty good money selling it. But, man, it's only paper, though. But, yeah, I got to keep that stuff a little bit longer. And Edwin is here. Edwin, Lee, I gave Edwin an Exile and JLS. The only one we're missing out of the JLS show is freaking Boston Chris, man. Boston Chris is hiding out. Exile State, it's good to see you. You know Exile State, strictly Edwin. I want to let y'all, JLS, you too. One guy y'all ought to add to your show. If you can ever add him to the show, say Boston Chris hanging out with the little baby and all, give old Adam Brown. Get my boy Comically Flawed on there, man. He would be a great addition to the show. And Trinity, you are very welcome. Yo, Legend, do Injustice 2 on your birthday. Hey, man, I will. I'll do Injustice 2. It'll be next May 1st. Yeah, Gerald always wants to get some Injustice, man. Oh, what? What? Dut Rank. Oh, my God, Dut Rank. What's up? Follow Dut Rank at twitch.tv. Follow Dut Rank at twitch.tv/Dut Rank for some cheap pops. Dut Rank, God bless you, brother. $5 donation. Only getting it here on live on the Great Legend Show, baby. Damn, Dut Rank, man. We've been through it, man. You got me into this shit. You know you got me into this. So Dut Rank, that's awesome. Rob, does your FF run include the 30 and 35 cent test covers? Now, there were some of them, didn't they look like some of them have a diamond and some didn't? You know, there are some of those, and I don't know which ones I have. I know I have one or the other, and I do have a lot of doubles. So, Comic Order 410, I'll have to look into those. But I know some are the 30 and some are the 35. I've seen that before, but I can't remember the exact numbers, but I know I have some of them. In Comic Order 410, if you're looking for some Fantastic Fours to fill your run, let me know and I'll go through my numbers and I'll send some to you. Send some your way. It could be an HAOK, like a hidden act of kindness. Like, don't tell people about it, because then before I know it, Jason Smith's going to be like, dude, you got any more Fantastic Fours? I'm like, no. Big shout out to my buddy and Antiochus Prime, one of my other awesome Injustice 2 brothers from another mother. Trilogy, Gerald, Prime, Trinity. I know Trinity, we got to get you back on that Injustice 2. Yes, so you can get some Injustice 2. Thanks, man. You got to get on that because you're missing out on some of the fun King of the Hills. It's been really good. Comic Order 410 says Carl Bark rules. Strictly Comics Edwin. If you want to see a really good, Trilogy has probably one of the best Facebook auctions I've ever seen, and most of that I adequate to Heather, his Mrs. Trilogy, being an awesome host. You know, she brings it every freaking auction show they do. But if you want to see a different type of auction show, I call it a 1v1. It's not a group auction, but it's a legitimate auction where they put the bids either on Instagram or they put the bids on Facebook. Check out Strictly Comics Auction. He does such an excellent job, and he's knowledgeable about old books. He also will press your books for a small fee, and you can check him out on Instagram. I think on Instagram he's at Strictly Comics, but check out this guy Strictly Comics. Look him up. You'll be glad you did. And he's getting into the pressing. Now there's another presser out there, and all these pressers, you know, I mean, a press isn't that expensive per se, but it takes up a lot of room. It's a lot of work, a lot of dedication. Midwest Comic Man's another presser, and he's also into restoration, and he's working on restoration, and he'll also clean covers, which cleaning covers isn't really that hard to do if you have the right material. And I've dabbled into some cleaning as far as product, like the aspartame looks like a little eraser substance that you can kind of roll on a book, or you take one of those, looks like a little tic-tac-toe bean bag, but it has stuff that you can kind of run over a comic book or kind of dab on a comic book to clean a cover. Mainly not, you don't, I would say you don't want to mainly do modern day, too much modern day covers and stuff, but like older books that have gloss, yeah, man, clean the covers and then press them. Or press them and then clean after. I don't know. What do y'all recommend? You recommend cleaning the cover and then pressing, or pressing and then cleaning? And I don't know. You have to ask those pros if they'll give you the trade secrets. Big shout out to Rebel Gaming. Rebel Gaming. I talked to Rebel Gaming. Now, if Rebel Gaming's already getting a package, I just haven't, my lazy ass hadn't sent it yet, which I've got a couple of things to get him in his package, so I got to get that sent. But sometimes, you know how it is, he'll get a little hidden, little random love here pretty soon. Okay, Heroes Galaxy has a list of the 30 and 35 cent test covers. They are rare, and you know what, I might try to get those in the future, but we'll have to see. I'm not too, you know, I don't have to have those because I've already got copies of everything. I do want to try to get variant covers. I have lots of the Fantastic Four variant covers. I'm probably only missing about 10 covers total of every single variant cover Fantastic Four's ever had. But here's my problem. Every video I do, and I'm on, the one I need to do next is 151 to 200. But when I get more into the modern day, I've got to like see what kind of variants I'm missing, usually through my CLZ Collectors app. Clean, then press, because another presser, and I forgot to mention this guy, is Splash Page Comics. Also, we have reviews from the Batcave. Oh, man, good to see reviews, man. One of the coolest freaking, he guest starred on Blaster Stash It 2 weeks ago. Really cool. Both of the brothers from the Batcave. And one of the coolest man caves ever. I mean, really freaking cool. So awesome to see reviews from the Batcave. And one thing Trinity loves, you do any kind of review from a Batcave, and Trinity is all over that, like flies on shit. And that's a compliment from the greatest proportion, because he loves Batman, right? So if you're a Batcave, you're gonna love the reviews from the Batcave. So if you're a Batman fan, definitely watch reviews from the Batcave. Another shout out to a guy that's not here. I haven't said his name. Is Reaper Tate 728. Check his Instagram if you want to see some old school Batman covers. He's a huge Riddler fan. Another couple of shout outs. I got to give Captain Cold Comics some love up there. I got to give Chaz from Key Issue Comics, Captain Cold Comics, a lot of the Key Issue crew. They do a lot of off airs. I got to give some love to the original Triple H. Hans, Howler, and Hippie. A lot of love to those guys. So many shout outs. A lot of them aren't here. Reader 1717, Cammy. A lot of love out to Reader 1717, huge Wonder Woman fan. A lot of love, a lot of shout outs. You know, you get the 4,100 subs. You can't name off everybody, but what we're going to be doing on July 31st, I'm going to go over, the winners. And we'll go over everyone that commented, and then I'll give specialized shout-outs to those folks, okay? So we're going to be doing a lot of that stuff. So I'm glad y'all are all here tonight. I haven't had 20-plus viewers in a real long time. So I'm thankful that y'all are here supporting the Great Legend Show. And like I said, the Great Legend is kind of a variety show of primarily entertainment. You're going to get to see comics, comic haul, comic reviews, some statue things, collectibles, Funkos. I may talk about some movies that I've seen or some DVDs or Blu-rays that I've picked up. That's going to be on the Great Legend Show with whatever the date. You're going to see live gaming, which, it'll usually be the video game name, and it'll say live stream and then a date. If it's food, it's going to say the recipe. If it's wrestling, it's going to be WWE, blah, 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 PPV review. And if it's Mandela Effect or some truth videos, they're going to be in the title. So you're always going to know what you get on the Great Legend Show. You don't have to watch every show. I'm not asking, for no sympathy views or any of that. Only watch what you like, love what you watch. To quote Hippie's Collectibles. And Razeth is back. And thanks for the thumbs up. It's so good to see all y'all here once again. Make sure the rules are must be 18 years or older. Must be a subscriber to the Great Legend Show. Must leave a comment down below. One comment will suffice. It can be as short as you want or as long as you want. It doesn't matter. One comment. And then make sure you check back live on July 31st, 2017, which is a Monday night. So that's going to give you exactly 2 weeks to go back and watch that video. And you know, in future videos, I'll, you know, like maybe 6 videos from here, I'll say, hey, make sure you go do the 4,100 subscriber contest and put your comment in so you can win a prize. And if you don't know what the prizes are, check back and you can see what the prizes were. There's an honorable mention, there's a 3rd place, there's a 2nd place, and then there's the grand prize. So make sure you come back, you know, tomorrow, leave your comment, because all these live comments, these aren't going to count. You've got to come back and leave a comment after the video is done processing. So make sure you do that and check the Great Legend out every time he goes live, because most of these videos you're going to see are going to be live. Now, the Fantastic Four Complete Collection and cooking videos, those aren't live, but pretty much everything else is going to be live on the Great Legend Show. All right. So I want to thank each and every one of you once again. I hope I gave y'all all some shout outs and all that good stuff. Another big shout out to Who Dat, Big Bear, 2 of my auction brothers, and another shout out goes to Alex, Comic Hoarder 410, Matt, Count Von Strange, Matt, Mr. Gretzky. A lot of you know who you are that will talk to me in the private messages, and I really appreciate that. When you take the time, it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be anything with YouTube, but to take the time out of your day to ask how I'm doing, whether it be through Facebook messaging, Google Hangouts, Twitter messaging. I really appreciate that. Legends Beard could ride a Harley. You know what? Legends Beard did ride a Harley. I don't know if you've ever seen that. I'm actually trying to, I need to get my bike repaired and sell it off because I've got a little deal. If I could sell the bike off, sell the Ford Explorer off, I'll be getting a newer vehicle. So that's kind of something I'm working out. But I got to get money to repair the bike. Harley Davidson, baby. The Street Bob, 2011 Street Bob. So if y'all want to buy a bike and you live locally in the DFW area, you need to definitely check out the Great Legends Harley video. All you got to do, if you want to see this video, this is a cheap pop. They're really fun video. If you want to see this video, it's legit. It's totally legit. Y'all might not think it's legit, but it's legit. Actually, you know what? I want to have some fun with you. Let me have some fun with you real quick before I go, because y'all brought this up. So back in the day, it just wasn't all about comics, cooking, gaming, or any of that kind of stuff. It was also about Harley Davidson. And I haven't ridden the bike since my accident. Alright, Trilogy, I will, buddy. I'll contact you. We can even chat on the phone if you like. Let me show you this. We're going to do a monitor capture. Okay, that's the Great Legend Show. I got a new banner. Made that today. I'm trying to use that font and that color scheme for everything. So we're going to go into 2011 Harley Davidson Street Bob. Okay. There's a lot of Harley Davidson Street Bobs. Damn, where's my video at? I used to be like top video. What the hell's going on here? Oh, there we go. Ha ha!
Which separates the haves from the have-nots.
What's up, people? This is the Great Legend Shemp Howard coming at you live. And today, You know, a lot of you have been asking, when are you going to show us the bike? When are you going to show us the bike, the Great Legend? Well, today you're going to get to see my brand new 2011 Harley Davidson Dyna Street Bob FXDB. So you're going to get to see that today. So stay tuned for the Harley Davidson Street Bob, the Great Legends bike.
Here it is, fans. 2011 Street Bob Harley Davidson right here inside a messy Great Legends garage. Now, everything on this bike is pretty much just stock. Sweet bike. Davidson 2011 Street Bob. Only get the best. Harley Davidson 2011 Street Bob coming at you live.
Great Legend coming at you again, coming at you live. Checking out that 2011 Harley Street Bob. Harley Davidson, baby, that's the only way I play it. Yep, you know, I've been riding. New rider, been only riding about 1 month. Getting my feet wet, you know, riding. I took my MSF, Motorcycle Safety Foundation course, basic rider course, back at the end of May. Made a lot of good progress. Riding on that Harley Davidson Street Bob, taking it up, kick that throttle back, going fast. It's like, man, it's like no other feeling out there. I mean, because when you ride the cycle, when you on the road, you and your bike, there's only two things on that road, people, just you and your bike. And it's just you and the bike as one. That's about all we have time for today. I just wanted to kind of give y'all
That's a whole skull, man. That's going back in time on the rewind, baby. Somebody call the ice cream man. Yeah, I need to sell that bike. It needs minor repairs. You know, I got to get a new front brake handle, a new front grip. I got to get a new engine guard since the one other was bent. Yeah, man. If y'all want to watch that video was a lot of fun back in the day. I haven't ridden in a long time. So, but anyways, fans, thank you for going back in time on that old school bike, baby. Oh, man. That's it. The beard is gone. It'll grow back, though. It grows back fairly quick, so we'll get back to the beard. Oh, special shout-out up here to Undisputed Frost. He likes a Submariner. And special shout-out here, Captain Cold. He likes Dr. Doom. I don't know if we have any Super Scroll fans. Hippie Collectibles, shout-out. This whole row here, right there, that's Bat Family, except for Arrow. The big shout outs to all y'all, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. I've been running my mouth too damn long, but we are live, the Great Legends Show in 720p HD. Remember, put the comments down below. We'll enter you in the contest, and we'll be seeing you back pretty soon, most likely sometime this week for some more gaming and possibly some comic book reviews, because I'm almost caught up on all my comics. And we may even be talking about some more changes in this digital reality complements of the Mandela effect. But fans, thank you so much again. This is the Great Legend saying peace out. God bless.